This week, we are going to be covering C# properties. Properties are pretty awesome because they do a lot of coding for you behind the scenes. So instead of creating a private field and get and set methods, you use a public property, and the private field and the get and set methods are actually created behind the scenes. C# generates them for you. So it's basically one line of code that replaces a bunch of lines. So I think you guys are going to love them. The lecture demo basically covers everything you need to know about creating properties, and also how to customize them. So how to create custom set and get properties. And those are typically done if there is some kind of condition that you have to check before you set a value, or there's a condition that you have to check before you retrieve a value. Okay, so those are kind of exceptional properties. So there's lots of examples in here that will explain how you create these. Also, there's a video that goes through all of that with you to explain everything in the lecture demo. You'll notice at the top of the block here that we do have a course grading scale, because now we are nearing the end of the semester. So you may want to check where your total points are at, because your grade is based on total points. Now, even though we haven't turned everything in, you can still kind of check out where you're at. So if you come up to the top of the course and you go into grades, what you're going to have to do, and this is obviously me, and I don't have any points, but you guys are going to have scores here in this first column. So you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and then you will be able to see what your total points are. And the max total for the course is 1,000. So it'll show you how many points you have out of 1,000. Okay, and then you can kind of look over on that grading scale to see how you're doing. Now, keep in mind that I have not corrected assignments that aren't due. So, lesson 14 is not due yet. Lesson 15 is not due yet. So there's things that have not been corrected, and those points will all get added into your total. But at least this will give you an idea of where you're at. If you are looking for extra credit, make sure you do the test of everyday reasoning with numeracy. The test has about, I think, 35 questions. There is a 50-minute time limit on it, but most students are done in 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, and all you have to do once you complete it is go into the Dropbox and submit done. And what I tend to do, there's one Dropbox, and I end up moving it into whatever the current week is. So you will see once we are in this week, the 16th through the 23rd, the Dropbox will be in here. As far as assignments go, we have the Code Easy assignment. These are the exercises you need to complete, along with the exercises I've got hints for. And then we have a lab assignment. Focus of the lab assignment is going to be on C# properties. Okay, and so you'll notice that I have some code for you to copy, actually quite a bit of code. This first one, you just need to take the private fields, which are up here, and convert them into properties. What that means is all of these get and set methods are going to go away. You are no longer going to need them because C# will generate them for you. So that is pretty awesome. Okay, so that is basically what you're going to change. You do not have to change the main method at all. Main method should still work. And then down here, we have another file with code that you're going to copy and paste. And then you're going to convert the private fields into regular property syntax. So this is the custom get and set that you learned about in the lesson. I do have an example here similar to what you have to do. And for this, you'll notice that I've got a couple Booleans here that I made public, and I set them to a default values of false. Here is the public price. It kind of goes with this private one. And this has the custom get and set because there's some rules here that have to be applied. And same with quantity. We've got some rules here. So you're going to have something similar in yours. Okay, so if you look, where's the code? Well, we can look at the shopper file here. You can see that we have a little restriction here. Okay, based on their age restriction, it will be set to true. You can see that we default to false, and then it is set to true if they are under 21. Okay, so you will have to do a little custom on that, customizing. Okay, so that is the assignment. There are specific instructions up here for you to listen to. And as far as additional resources go, if you need more information on C# properties, I have a link. If you run into any problems or if you have questions, please let me know, and have an awesome week.